So, think about the traditional concept of donating for just a second. You know the drill, right? You clean out your garage, you box up all those things you no longer need, hand them over to some organization, and, well, what do you actually get in return? Mostly, just some empty space and maybe a pat on the back. It's pretty much a one-way street. But what if we completely flipped that model on its head? What if the very act of clearing out your home generated real, tangible value that came right back to you?
Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're looking into a truly fascinating, hyper-local, decentralized resale ecosystem known as the $1 FBA Coin Community Marketplace. We're going to explore exactly how a community is taking everyday, run-of-the-mill neighborhood clutter and turning it into a powerful, sustainable crypto pipeline. Seriously, if you want to understand the future of local group economics, you are absolutely in the right place.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for the breakdown. First, turning clutter into crypto. Second, the 80-20 profit split. Third, the FBA Coin gift. And finally, the 1-to-10 advantage.
All right, starting with Section 1, turning clutter into crypto through the $1 community marketplace.
This right here is where the physical world actually meets the digital ledger. At its core, this is a BAPS, or Foundational Black American Initiative, with a very specific, very vital mission, plugging economic leaks in neighborhoods. You might be wondering, how do they do that? Well, by ensuring that essential goods stay affordable and, more importantly, circulate locally. Instead of dropping off unwanted items to massive corporate thrift chains where all those profits just vanish from the community, this marketplace relies on localized group economics. It's neighbors donating to neighbors. Items are sold locally at pop-up events and yard sales, building a sustainable economy where literally everyone involved wins.
To make this whole thing tick, the community uses FBA Coin, or FBAC. Now, we need to be crystal clear about the terminology here. This is a practical community utility token. It is explicitly designed for active participation in local events. It's not a speculative investment product where you just sit back, hold it, and hope the price goes to the moon, right? It's built on the Arbitrum network, which is a Layer 2 blockchain sitting on top of Ethereum. What that means for you and me is that when people buy and sell physical items in the neighborhood using this coin, transactions are processed securely in seconds. And those gas fees, they cost literally pennies.
And looking at the official white paper for Coin, you can quickly see this ecosystem is built on some serious, hard-coded infrastructure. It has a fixed supply of exactly 1 billion tokens. That's it. No more can ever be created. It acts as the ultimate settlement and incentive layer for the entire marketplace. But, a token is only as good as its real-world application, right? So how do we actually get physical items into this ecosystem in the first place?
Now, what's really interesting about this setup is how you start that clutter to crypto pipeline. There are two distinct pathways. Option 1 is your standard donation. You just want the stuff out of your house, so you list it for free, and the organization actually comes to your door to pick it up. Super easy. But option 2, that's where the magic really happens. The donor-hosted pickup. Instead of giving the item to the organization, you hold onto it at your own residence. You pop it into a large, durable outdoor storage chest with a combination lock. When a buyer purchases your item on the Marketplace app, they get the combo code, and they come pick it up securely. You never even have to coordinate schedules or open your front door. By doing this, you instantly become what the platform calls a mini-host.
Moving right along to Section 2, the 80-20 profit split. Let's talk about how the fiat flows.
So what exactly happens to the actual money when an item is sold? Whether you're just a casual mini-host selling out of a lockbox on your porch, or a pro host who pays a $19 monthly subscription to run full-blown neighborhood yard sales, the split is incredibly generous. The local seller keeps a massive 80% of all the sales to compensate for their time and effort in facilitating that transaction. The marketplace organization retains just the remaining 20%.
But here's the kicker. The organization isn't just pocketing that 20% as pure corporate profit. No way. That 20% cut of the physical fiat sales, the actual cold, hard US dollars coming in, is fully and automatically converted to purchase FBA coins. This is honestly brilliant because it creates a constant, real-world fiat buy wall that backs the digital token. Real dollars are continuously pouring into the ecosystem to fund the master rewards pool.
Which brings us to Section 3. The FBA Coin gift, and how it rewards the community.
That master rewards pool we just talked about, that is what drives this next phase, which is really the absolute climax of the user journey, the moment the initial donor gets rewarded. Let's walk through this automated conversion loop step by step. Keep in mind, this whole process triggers if, and only if, the buyer opts to pay using FBA Pay on the app. First, the organization secures its 20%. Second, that fiat buys FBA Coin to stock up the rewards pool. Third, a portion of that is instantly gifted to the person who originally donated the item. And fourth, get this, even the buyer gets a 1% cashback gift in FBA Coin just for participating in the network.
So the crucial point is this exact number right here, 10%. Exactly 10% of the item's FBA coin price is calculated and given exclusively to the original donor. Now, the platform documents are very explicit about this. It is absolutely vital to understand that this is purely a gift from the organization as a way to say thank you for feeding the ecosystem. It's not classified as an income opportunity. It's not a payout. It is simply a crypto reward for facilitating a finalized local transaction.
But why should a donor even care about that 10%? Well, because these aren't useless digital points trapped in some random database. Donors can take their coin rewards and convert them into real-world purchasing power. They can seamlessly swap them on a dedicated site for Amazon gift cards or other major digital gift cards to use however they want. Or, and this is even better, they can take those coins and spend them right back into the local community yard sales.
And that leads us perfectly into Section 4, the 1 to 10 advantage. Let's see how they encourage constant spending.
And this brilliantly illustrates arguably the most powerful mechanic in the entire ecosystem. This right here is how the system ensures the token is actively spent, rather than just hoarded away in digital wallets. When a buyer looks at an item on the app's map or walks up to a pop-up sale, they actually see two prices. If they want to pay in standard US cash, let's say the item costs $1. But if they hold a coin and pay through their digital wallet, that exact same item only costs the equivalent of 10 cents. That is a massive, absolutely game-changing 90% discount applied exclusively for ecosystem members.
Because this discount is so extreme, it makes paying in traditional fiat totally illogical for anyone who knows about the platform. I mean, why pay $1 when you can pay a dime? This heavy incentive drives continuous, high-velocity spending right there within the neighborhood. The donor gets their 10% crypto gift, and because of this incredible purchasing power, they are heavily motivated to spend it back into the local pop-ups. They buy goods from their neighbors, which then generates more of those 80% splits for the local hosts. It is a perfectly closed, incredibly high-speed economic loop.
Ultimately, this entire model can be summed up by one single powerful mission statement: declutter your home, empower your community. This logline really hits the nail on the head for the overarching mission of the BAPS Group Economics Initiative. They've successfully bridged the physical, real-world logistics of thrift stores and local yard sales with the cutting-edge automated technology of Web3 tokenomics. It's this incredible ecosystem where charities get secondary funding, neighbors get highly affordable goods, and donors actually get rewarded for their clutter. So I want to leave you with this final thought to chew on today. Look around your garage, your closets, your storage bins. Knowing that you could be fueling a hyperlocal economy, earning an 80% split as a mini-host, or generating digital gift cards for yourself through FBA Coin. Are you ready to turn your unwanted neighborhood clutter into real community power? Think about it, and we'll see